Hey, Joey T and the Snob. Gonna do another episode on today being Father's Day, and in memory of my dad who passed back in February, so been a few months now. And since I haven't done one in a while, and I thought, in memory of my dad, he used to drink jug wine, so I was gonna do an episode on jug wines, and the reason why is, thinking back when I was growing up back in Elmo Park, he used to have a drink, like a glass of wine, and he used to use a little glass like this, basically. It's just a glass every night, but he kept the jug of wine on the back porch, and it really didn't matter the temperature of that back porch, and it could be really hot, and that jug stayed out on the back porch. In fact, when it got cold, he would bring it in the house. So it's kind of the opposite of the things that I talked about in the past episodes, and not sure how it tasted back then, but I haven't had a jug wine, and well, I don't know if I had one. So this will be an interesting episode. So I figured I'll try one of the bottles that he would have drank back then. So he, the Carlo Rossi's and the Mondavis, and this is a Riuniti Lambrusco, so I think this is going to be a little more fizzy. But I did a little research to give you some fast facts for you. What I can find is back in the 30s seemed to become more prevalent. The jugs, and they were a jug or a gallon, I think, had like a little handle on it, and the reason for the handles, from what I'm told, is so that you can kind of carry it, easier to carry from place to place, party to party, job to job, hopefully not, but who knows what they were doing back then. That I'm also told, or what I've read, is the yield for the grapes that made jug wines was quite high. That's why it was a cheaper wine. So you'd get about 8 to 10 tons per acre, versus now with a higher end wine you'd get 1 to 2 tons per acre. So the yield today in those wines, there's fewer grapes, less fruit on the vines, so more intensity within each grape. Where if there's loaded with grapes back, or when you do make jug wine, it's a little more fruitier, and it's not as intense of a wine. So I think you're going to find it simpler. Don't know what the Snob would be saying, trying this sort of wine. He may not even try a jug wine. But I figured I'd do this. So let's give it a whirl. I did open this just before, and it had a little like fizz, like you're opening soda, as we call it, pop. So using kind of the glass similar to my dad, and you can see there's like a little fizz in there. I think that's the Lambrusco. So let's give it a whirl. Not much of a nose. Can't say much if I can't smell anything. A little fizzy. It's kind of reminds me of drinking kind of like grape juice. Hate to say that. 8% volume. They still are required by law to provide all the same things that a regular bottle of wine would show on their labels. It still has alcohol. It says the grape's a blend of 4 Lambrusco grapes, varietals grown in, I guess, up in the northern region of Italy. Pairings, it plays nicely. I like the choice of words. With most foods. Really. Recommendations include casual fare, pizza, pasta, barbecue, cured meats, and cheeses. spicy cuisines, Mexican, Thai, and Indian dishes. So, cheers, Dad. Here's looking to you. Watch over all of us, and happy Father's Day. Jug wine. Hope you liked the episode. Hit that like button. Send me an email if there's something you'd like to see. And again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Dad, we're thinking of you. And thanks for giving us the idea on jug wine. You guys have a good night.